direct-to-consumer, you know, quotation screen. What I'm going to do is I will go through a quote, and hopefully this will help you out, Karen. So, um, what you start with is over here, you will start by selecting a car for your client. All of the quotes will show up for at first the just comprehensive from lowest to highest, as you see right here on the right. And over here on the left, right, we have the car usage, filter, private car, and TNVS. TNVS being people who drive for Grab or Joyride. We have the choose lender. The choose lender filter is important to make sure that your client is not getting a insurance policy from an insurance company that is not affiliated with their bank. So, like, say the your client had a loan with BDO, it will show all of the insurance companies that are affiliated with BDO for this car. Also, over here, you can see the bodily injury property damage. You can change the bodily injury property damage, and it will change the premium. You see over here. Also, you can filter by insurance company. You can also filter by insurance type. So if you go to all the, show all, it will show the CTPL pricing first because it's the lowest price. And it's always going to go from low to high. And for each of the quotations, like right here, you will see the coverage type, like this is CTPL, a quick explanation of that, and the coverage for it and the cost for it, and then the premium breakdown. You can also email, your client. If they come to your website, they can email it to themselves. If you do a quote for your client, you can email it to them. So let's go through, a comprehensive quote. So of course, you can create your own freebies in your admin system. You can use the Duckncover ones, or you can create your own. So for simplicity, I'm just gonna not choose one. So the first screen is the car owner registered owner's information. So I'll just put in myself. The next screen is the, address, where the car is. This is saying, this is the information you're going to need on the next screens. The client will need to upload their government ID. They will need their LTO official receipt. They will need their certificate of registration, deed of sale, and the car photos. They can get this like MV file number, engine number, plate number, chassis number, all that information from their LTO certificate of registration. So then you are going to need to upload the client will need to upload the government ID. Then if the car is registered in your client's name, they will upload the LTO official receipt and the certificate of registration. If it's a used car purchase, they will upload the deed of sale from the first owner and the certificate of registration from the first owner. Then they will upload the car photos. Remember, the reason for the car photos is that the the insurance companies are not going to cover pre-existing damage. Meaning that, say the car got into an accident about 2 weeks ago, they will not cover the damage from that accident 2 weeks ago. They're only going to cover the damage from the date the policy starts. Say if the policy started today, then today moving forward, they will cover that damage. And then so this question says like we want to know when if it is a not brand new car and the person has current insurance and they're going to be switching from that current policy to a policy bought on your platform. We want to know what is the expiration date or the final date of the insurance of their current policy so that we can make the start date of their new policy the same date so there's no gap in coverage. And so if you had, say, put like no here, then you would probably, you know, pick a different date and it would show up here, and that would be the start date of their new policy. If, for example, the car is on loan, their policy, expired on June 11th, and so today being, September 11th, they will, you know, you can backdate 3 months for a car on loan so that the client does not have to pay for the more expensive insurance from the bank. And then this is what we call the review summary page. It's basically everything that you entered before for the coverage questions. You have the name, the gender, email address, the tax ID, the address, the MB file number. And over here you have, the policy start date. You have the coverage. You have the own theft damage. Being that own theft damage is the coverage of the client's car. They're hit by somebody or they hit somebody. Acts of nature, it's for like typhoons or volcanoes, natural disasters. Bodily injury. Bodily injury is your car hitting another car, and inside the other car, someone is injured. Property damage is your car hitting another car, and the other car is damaged. And then personal accident is your car gets in an accident and people inside your car are hurt. And it's 50,000 pesos per seat. So we're presuming, 5 seats in the sedan. So that's why we get you the 250,000 pesos. The deductible. The deductible is to make sure that the client is not turning in really small claims. So it's, for example, their accident they have an accident, they have a claim for 50,000 pesos. The insurance company is going to send them a check for 48,000 pesos because they're deducting the 2,000 peso deductible. And here we will see we'll see the premium breakdown, and if inside of your admin system you create a promo code, that's where you would apply that. For each of the insurance companies, like you see in your admin system, they have the, policy forms, just like this, so the client can see everything that is covered on their policy before they purchase it, just to create some kind of, transparency and trust for the client. And so if I go back to here, if they want to purchase the policy, they can either pay in full or they can pay, in installments. An installment is 30% down plus all the taxes and fees. The remaining premium is cut into 3 installments because the insurance companies want to be paid, within 90 days. So after this, when they make their purchase, a, basically an automatic email is sent to the insurance company. The insurance company then processes the policy, and within 2 days, they will email a copy of the policy to the client, a copy to the bank, and a copy to you, the agent. You then go into your admin system. Let me log in. You go to the insurance company. You go to, here. You go to policies. You find the client. You upload the policy. You put in the policy number and you hit update. When you hit update, an automatic email is sent to your client saying that their policy is inside of their account. And I hope that is what you're looking for. If you need any other kind of video, anything else that we can do to help you out, please let us know.